Hey folks, what's going on? It's Matt with Heroic Tactics, and I'm about to unbox two. My fingers even show up. Two. Oh, there's a delay. Ha ha ha. Two ally packs for Imperial Assault, and I'm really excited about these two because they are some of my favorite characters. And obviously, Luke Skywalker. If you were a Star Wars fan in the '80s, he was your hero. I guess because I was a goody two-shoes. I guess if you were more of a bad guy, you were like, Han, man, Han. And then Lando, he was one of my favorites. The only of the original trilogy that I was able to see in the theater, just because of my age, I was 4 when it came out, was Jedi. And of course, in Jedi, Lando blows up the Death Star. So I'm like, this guy is awesome. And Jedi Luke and Lando and Chewbacca and C-3PO were the action figures that I had back when I was, I was 4, 5, 6. Like the first time I was old enough to collect action figures, to like know that I wanted a whole set of this stuff right here. Before that, you were all like, I'm playing with cars and Lego, and like those big old Legos, the Duplos and stuff like that. But like Star Wars was like the first toys that I collected, and then it was Transformers with a sprinkling of G.I. Joe. I miss T-Man. I mean, I played with them when my friends had He-Man, but I didn't really collect He-Man or anything like that. I had friends that had Rambo, the Rambo toys, which was funny because none of us knew at the time it was about a guy with PTSD. But yeah, it had a kid's cartoon. It was pretty cool. He had this. Anyway, we're going to talk about toys. I guess we are going to be talking about little tiny figures, though, not 80s toys. So we're going to unbox these two. We're going to start with Lando. Talking with my team, talking with my scene and the people that have been explaining the games to me and been teaching the games to me, they say Lando's got fun abilities. And, I've been looking over his cards. I finally discovered a podcast I like, the Twin Troopers. They're really snazzy. I've been binge listening to them at work. And I totally understand why Lando wouldn't be considered a competitive figure, but he looks a lot of fun. And then he's Lando, and he's basically played by the coolest guy you could possibly ask for as an actor until the reboot when we get the coolest guy we could possibly ask for as an actor of this generation. So it's going to be, not reboot, I guess the prequel, the Han Solo movie. Man, I'm so looking forward to it, but if half the rumors of its production are true, I'm really concerned. Whatever, this isn't a Star Wars movie rumors TV show, so let's get into this thing. Man, I tried to open one of these stupid packs at the store, and it was darn near impossible. I gave up. I mean, I guess that's cool. It's to stop, shoplifting and stuff like that. But when you buy a new thing and you're really excited, you're like, man, I can't wait to bust it open and play it. And you don't have the right equipment to take your new project out of the thing. It's kind of disheartening. Oh, man. I can already tell from the back of the package that I'm going to love this sculpt. Oh, man, of course it never does justice to camera. Autofocus, please, please. Man, this is fantastic looking. If you have not seen the sculpt, it's so cool. He's got this cape, he's pulling this gun. He's looking all suave and debonair. I should quit trying to pronounce words I don't know. But this looks so cool. So darn cool. Let's get into his nitty gritty. Now, I have said that I wasn't interested in playing the campaign. I was totally not about it. But this weekend, instead of a skirmish, we played the campaign, that scene. And that was tons of fun. So I have to now go back and really give a good look into all the campaign stuff that I totally went, whatever. We got the nice little checklist telling me what it comes with. We've got in our cards. Let's take a look at this. First up, we got a command card, black market prices. As an action, as a smuggler action, draw 2 command cards and then discard 1 from your hand. You gain victory points equal to the cost of that discarded card. And I could see how that would be exceedingly situational. Like, if you're right there and you're like, I need these 3 points to win the game, then I would totally think I would pack that. That sounds like a fun card. I don't know. It seems fun, but it seems exceedingly situational, so I don't know how reliable it is. I don't believe anyone's talked about it for play, as far as I've heard. Like I said, I've only found one podcast. Oh, speaking of which, if you can recommend other podcasts, please do that in the comments below. I would love to hear it. The next card is Stall for Time, a command card, Leader or Spy. Use it at the start of your round. Your opponent places one random command card on the top of his, from his hand on the top of his deck. Which, I used to play Magic back in the day, and there was this, there was Brainstorm? There was something, it was a one-cost cantrip, where you drew a card afterward that would counter a target spell and put it back on their deck so that they keep redrawing it. And in the meantime, because of the cantrip and because they kept redrawing it each turn, you got like a really neat card advantage. So let's see how that could be useful, but I could see with 15 cards to choose from, I don't know how useful that card will be. So, yeah. Next up, Tough Luck. And I'm kind of excited about this one. Use this after your opponent rerolls a die. Remove that die's result from the results. Oh, man! It's a one-cost card, and it's for any figure. And you're like, if someone re-rolled into an X-Men symbol, and you're like, nope, that's going away. Goodbye. Good night. 1 point. That is, to me, as someone who, because we played campaign last week, I didn't actually skirmish yet, but as someone who's kind of paid attention to skirmish, I think that card is gonna really bum people out. So I'm really excited about this. Also excited. Included is Hidden. It explains this beneficial condition, and it really frustrates me that Fantasy Flight on their stuff just doesn't say what these conditions are. There's not like a nice little chart for these conditions on the Fantasy Flight webpage. They always just say, oh, look it up. And I'm like, oh, man. And so I was never 100% sure what Hidden does. So now I get to find out what Hidden does. You and I can go on this adventure and see what Hidden does. When defending, add -2 accuracy to the attack result. When attacking, add +1 surge to the attack results. After you resolve attack, you must discard this condition. So that's kind of cool. You kind of just hang out, making it harder for people to shoot, and then when you attack, you get 1 more surge. I kind of like this. Well, I don't know how to do it. I mean, well, I do know how to do it. You use the ability that lets you get hit. I believe the scout troop, no, scout troopers. I know some troopers have it, so the ability to gain hidden with a surge. So I think that's really exciting stuff to me to see what it finally does. Lady Luck. That's a reward card for exhaust this card when attacking or performing an attribute test to reroll all of your dice. That's kind of cool. I don't know what the little thing is. Like I said, I didn't pay attention to campaign stuff. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. We've got Lando's personal card, but I have to read an ability on his cards to make sense. So we'll totally get going on that. Lando's card. It's got just +2 accuracy right up front. It's got, oh, awesome. You've got a surge, hide, and stun. That is Fun City USA right there. So, and then for a surge, +2 damage. Resourceful. When attacking or defending, you may reroll one of your attack or defense dice. Yeah, I'm going to reroll stuff. Rerolling stuff, which I think is perfectly fun and perfectly flavorful to his thing. And then Gambit. Before you reroll a die, you may replace it with one other die of the same type. After rerolling, the new die is considered reroll. So after rolling, the new die is considered rerolled. So if I was like, I feel lucky, I'm going to roll this white die for my defense. You can you roll it in, and whatever rolls in when you bring it in, that's what's staying. You can't go like, whoa, no, I'm re-rolling that for the X-Men dodge. And then his personal card, it's a 1-point command card, cheat to win. When you use Gambit, you may change that die's result to another result of your choice on that die. So this is what you do. This is what you do when you bring in that white die and you want that dodge. That's like, I'm dodging that. Go ahead and, I know you rolled 7 damage, with all your shortages and stuff like that, so that was fun. Thank you for playing. We've got gosh, I can't even think. We got some deploy cards. Golly. There's 2 types of cards, deploy and command, and I'm like stuck. Heroic Effort. It's a skirmish upgrade. Include this card in your army only if all your deployment cards are unique. When one of your unique figures is defeated, you may draw 1 command card and then place one of your command cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck. So it's kind of a good way to cycle cards, but you have to lose a unique character first, which doesn't seem like a fair trade to me. I love the theme. I like the idea, coming from HeroClix, of playing all main characters, all unique characters, and I'm slowly not warming. I understand that you need to be playing squads, you need to be playing non-unique characters in this game. You really want the whole bunch of activations, and I get why you just don't want to play, oh, here's the big 3, or here's, all the folks. You need to start playing generic characters. And that's what I hope to do this weekend, is build a good team of generic characters, probably with Lando, and finally put to use some of the theoretical lessons I've been getting from podcasts. We've got Paying Debts. It's a reward card. I guess when you play the best spin missions, you get to get Lando, so that's pretty cool. Then we got the 2 objectives for obviously the local safe house. I'm assuming that's with the why am I not speaking? I'm assuming that's with the Bespin Gambit thing. So that's Lando's set. He looks ridiculously fun. He's kind of pricey at 6 with only 8 health, but I think if you're re-rolling stuff and you're getting as lucky as he is, he's gonna do some 6 stuff. Next up, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight. Yeah, like I said, I was a goody 2-shoes growing up. Loved Jedi Luke. Loved him in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, we're going to bust him open and do some stuff. We're going to do this fast because I didn't charge in my computer. That's how smart I am. About to go live stream stuff and then not plug in my computer. Yes. Now the Twin Troopers podcast, I did an episode on him, so I know he's a beast. He's I do want to play this guy. So we got Luke Skywalker, and to me he kind of looks like he's unpainted and stuff. It looks like he's wearing his farm boy outfit a little bit. I guess. Yeah, it didn't have like the cool sideways flap. Oh, it looks like just like a regular robe. I don't. And his little mullet hair is not as long as Farm Boy Luke's, but it's there. I mean, just not to dog on the sculpt. It's like, look at this awesome Lando, and then look at this Luke, and you're like, ooh. All right, let's take a look at his cards. And I know that you got fantastic cards. Get back there, Luke. We're not done with you. All right, so I guess let's start with his card. He's got automatic +1 damage. awesome. Automatic +1 circle surge cancel. I always forget what that's called. So automatic. So let's do things right away. For 1 surge, you get another +1 damage, and for 1 surge, you get Pierce 3. So you're like, I'm going through that black die if I can get up on you. He's got a trait, Deflect. After an attack targeting you or an adjacent friendly character resolves, a hostile figure of your choice in your line of sight suffers 1 damage. It's like, I'm bouncing that back at you. And I love what they're doing rules-wise, but thematically it seems like, you know, the person's still taking a damage. The person being shot at still taking a damage, so it's like he's splintering off the shot, you know. But it's still super cool, you know. I can't think, I guess maybe they could do some sort of mechanic where you rolled it and somehow got more surges in the attack, or something they could do to actually knock it back or cancel it. But that seems exceedingly complicated, so I'm kind of cool that they did something simpler, thematic, and efficient, you know. And this is what makes him sick. Heroic. Once during your activation, you may perform an attack without spending an action. So you're like, I'm cutting you. And, oh, and because I didn't spend an action, I'm cutting you again. If you're all next to me and stuff like that. Or he's got a speed 4, so like, I move, and I cut you. You know, so he's getting places, he's cutting people. It's super rad. He's 12 cost, he's got 16 health. He's got a white defense die, so theoretically he can X-Men all that damage away. Then he's got a melee attack, blue, green, yellow. So he's cutting people. He's got a command card, Motivation. It's a 1-coster. It says unique figure only. Exhaust this card during your activation and choose a friendly figure. A friendly figure with a figure cost lower than you, so lower than Luke, 6-12 cost, he's probably been doing it. Within line of sight. That figure may discard a harmful condition or recover 1 life. Then that figure gains 1 movement point. That's really cool. You know, exhaust this card during your activation. So, like, anytime you're like, oh, heal some, or get rid of something stupid. And I like the art. I don't know, because, like, the guy doing the push-ups kind of, to me, and it's probably not going to show up, he kind of looks like Forrest Gump to me. So it kind of makes me happy. He was a bright spot in the 90s. So we got Luke Skywalker's mission card. I guess when you get him, assuming in Jabba's Palace's campaign, or Twin Suns campaign. It could be either of those two. Probably Jabba's Palace. I believe he came out in that set. And then we got the 2 objective cards for the Dune Scene map. Pretty cool stuff. Let's get to some command cards, because this is he's got 6. Well, not this. He's got other 6 cards. Brawler or Guard. He's got Parry. Use this when defending to apply +1 block. Whatever the little triangle thing, the one that reduces the damage to the defense result. So you're like, yeah, dude, totally. Canceling out of stuff, and then kind of with his traded. Now you can tell my hero clicks. Starting with his permanent surge protection right there, surge reduction. He's gonna avoid some stuff. Oh, this one's kind of cool. I'm really excited about this one. Positioning advantage. Any figure. Use when attacking to apply +1 damage to the exact result. 0 cost command panels. Like, oh, I'm gonna take a free damage. Use when attacking. So I don't use when attacking. So I guess before the dice are rolled. So I guess there's still a chance you could miss and waste the card. So there's that right there. And then Blitz. So it doesn't seem like he's got he comes with Luke Skywalker Jedi specific thing. Because, and I guess that makes sense because Son of Skywalker is such a powerful card. Why would you include whatever named card that he has in here? Blitz, any figure. Use when attacking to apply +1 surge to the attack result. So 1-coster. Also pretty rad. Especially since he can surge for Pierce 3. You're like, you want to make sure you're surging for Pierce 3. And then getting some extra damage in. Fun stuff. Anyway, these are the 2 packs. Here's Lando again. Excited to play these. Excited to make some teams. Really excited. I like Lando. He looks thematic. I like Luke. He's very powerful. He's like a big threat. People can't ignore him. And you still have 28 points to make another threat. So it's like they got to decide what kind of threat they want to deal with, Luke or whatever your other team is. So there's some fun stuff you can do. I'm super excited about these packs. I'm super excited about this game. I look forward to collecting more things. I will probably pick up another ally pack when I go play this weekend because that's what I like doing. Thank you for watching. Like I said, if you do have a podcast recommendation, please leave that below. Please like, subscribe, share with anybody else you think is getting into Imperial Assault and would like another perspective from or another person, not inexperienced person. I guess I am inexperienced, but like another newbie's perspective. Like I like hearing from the pros, the people who got their stuff done. But when I'm getting into a game and they're talking about this high level stuff that I'm just not there yet, it kind of is a little bit intimidating. So hopefully what I'm saying is a little bit welcoming to the new players. Not that these more pro level players aren't welcoming new players. Cause I do feel that Twin Troopers did a good job welcoming me to the game. They didn't say anything that was like. They did use some acronyms that I'm not 100% on, but like they didn't do anything that was like, you don't belong here, noob, kind of stuff. It did feel welcoming to the scene, but like I think coming from the same viewpoint, I found like other newbie podcasts when I do other games was very welcoming and like I said, love Twin Troopers. I've been watching almost all. They got one more episode, and what a coincidence, we have one more day left in the work week, so there's that. That'll be taken care of. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble about 80s toys and what I do during the work week. And again, thank you so much for watching, and may all your dice roll hot.